Welcome to the show, es Los Pimientos. Muy caliente on the instrumental. There's no signs of a deep crescendo. Steady climbing up at a real fast tempo. Phantasmal, cast shadows. Paranormal and more cryptid tales. Soy un chili pepper, pero no pequeño. Give you goosebumps, spooky stories that we share. So kick your feet up, relax, enjoy. The next episode brought to you from your hosts, Sergio and Robbie. This passion, not a hobby. No, nobody's gonna stop me. Socks got it on lock, and potatoes try to copy. Keep up, we moving top speed. Conspiracies guaranteed to make your heart pound. Checking out, it's your homie Danny Dtown. Stay spicy, y'all.
Welcome back, Chili Peppers, to Los Pimientos Fantasma. I'm your host, Robbie.
What's up, bitches and bros, and my non-binary host is Sergio, aka Jackie. Well, it's a very interesting moment here. Welcome to our newest episode where we're recording in my car.
Yeah. Thanks to Cora and everybody needing the kitchen. We are now a new episode of recording in Jackie's car.
Yeah, because I mean, I could be driving around, but there's certain moments where I can't even read the stories. I'll be driving around. I can literally talk off my ass, no lie, but the things that I normally do, I can't do if I'm driving.
Yeah.
So we're parked in an undisclosed location. It's cool.
The best school, honestly.
I don't know about that. I ain't getting myself into that politics. So yeah, if you guys know what he just said, you guys know which school we're at. But anyways, so yeah, this is an interesting moment. We're recording in my car. I do apologize if you guys hear my AC. It is a fucking 100 plus. Sorry, correction. It's 102 real feel. Correction, now 103. Just fucking refreshed 3 times. It's 103 real feel here in beautiful San Antonio. So I have my AC on.
Yeah, we're not doing no AC. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, we ain't that crazy. So yeah, so welcome to our new episode. Enjoy yourself, and yeah.
This one's gonna be jam-packed.
Oh yeah.
Since, like we said on the last episode, we had a missing episode. So this one, I kind of had to like research and do shit for I think it was like 2 weeks that I freaking did so much shit. So this one's gonna be jam-packed. Mentioning last week, we just made it to 1,000 listens and downloads on Spotify.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Which
that.
is also, a little self-pat, high five, motherfucker. Hell yeah, we did it. Thank you, listeners, for that, helping us reach that milestone. It's amazing. Like I've said it in the last episode, I am very thankful for Robbie. Let me be part of this journey as well, and also inspired me to do my own version. It's just a little bit more unhinged. But yeah, I've been enjoying doing spooky side and going to mine and just being full squirrel brain D&D and just go nuts. But yeah, I am very thankful for you guys listening and enjoying our now stories, getting fan interactions where we actually had a listener send in a ghost story of what they experienced, which was honestly great for me to read. As we mentioned last time, if you guys do that, we will link an email where you guys can send this listener stories that you want me to read or send audio clips. Robbie will put them in. But yeah, so you guys have many options. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for all that. And here's to 1,000 plus more.
Yeah, and thank you to whoever's listening to us in Jamaica. Whoever's listening to us in Poland, in the UK, Canada, we have freaking the Ukraine, we have Russia. To you motherfuckers out there, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much for making us international more than just right here in the United States and Mexico.
Like I mentioned, we are now like Mr. Worldwide.
Yes, we are Mr. Worldwide. The 305.
Dale.
Dale.
To the 210.
Yes, the 210.
Mr. 210. Mr. 210.
Mr. 210. Come at you live right here from the great, beautiful area of San Antonio. Dale, cabrones.
Okay, so let's jump into the news. Because I have some weird ass shit for this news.
Yeah. Breaking news, Chili Peppers. Someone got raped in a high-speed chase while a fucking Wendigo was eating her ass.
What the fuck? Nothing like that.
Damn it. One day I'll get it right.
So, a bus driver allegedly had THC in her system during a car crash. So they found a pin on her.
Okay.
After the crash, she hit a tree, and the way the kids were sitting, you know how like they all sit in their rows.
Yeah.
So there was a kid closest to the window, and when the tree hit the bus, the kid that was closest to the window, his leg got amputated.
Oh, what the fuck?
So she was processed and sent to jail.
You know what I can say for that though? It's a little bit morbid, but hey, a Wendigo or a cannibal just sees, hey, free turkey leg.
No.
You're like, wait a minute.
None of the news on Commerce Street. A guy was hanging off the overpass on Commerce Street. So there's a bus stop right there. He jumped onto the bus, and he was swinging his member around.
Sobres?
So in the video, I don't have the video, but because it got taken down, but he jumped onto the bus, and the cops were they were trying to get him off, and they were asking if he had any weapons on him or something like that, and he's like, yeah, I got a gun or something like that, and then they're all like on their walk, he's like, he's got a gun, and so then he pulls down his pants and he shows them his dick, and he's like, it's right here, motherfuckers, and he's waving his dick to them. And you can hear the cops on the walkie. What did they say? They said, false alarm. He doesn't have a gun on him. And he's just waving his dick at them. So then they're like, get on the ground. And he's like, I'm on a bus. And then they're like, lay down on the bus.
What the?
So then they finally get him off the bus, and they like arrest his ass.
That's a good old Dick Wrangler right there. He hypnotizes the cops and makes them feel like very inadequate.
On another note, rabbits found in Fort Collins with tentacles or horns growing from their faces.
Oh, I've been seeing that around a lot, yeah. Although I love how people are saying like, oh my God, I guess no one ever heard of juggalos. I'm like, if you realize where the horns are growing from abnormally, those are not jackalopes.
No, jackalopes are from the top
head.
Of the head.
Yeah, no, but they're like, oh, those are jackalopes. I'm like, dude, no, those are like deformed shit. That's like a infection or something.
I had saw that it's the rabbit's form of like herpes or some shit like that, or like a venereal disease.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's not like, as people are saying, oh, it's Last of Us. No, it's not Last of Us. That was fucking mushrooms.
Yeah.
These are horns or tentacles.
It just makes you horny. Fucking Japan is getting on that shit right now. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Japanese.
Another note, so much stuff is being recalled for listeria.
The fuck?
So they found, like, if you get the water bottles from Walmart and stuff, it has listeria in it.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they recalled dog food. They recalled baby food. They recalled, like those, like, the gummies, like the ones that are made, like the Scooby-Doo gummies and shit like that.
Okay.
It all has that in it.
Okay.
This is something that's fucking stupid, and I really, really hope nothing bad comes of it. But Matt Rife bought the Conjuring house. You know Matt Rife is, right? A comedian.
Yeah, comedian. He bought the what?
The Conjuring house. Him and Elton Caston bought the Conjuring house. So that means that they own everything. Annabelle, all the evil artifacts, the whole house, basically, and the lot that it's on.
Well, they're comedians. I guess we're getting a different version of Scary Movie. Oh, God. I have no words for that one, no lie. I don't know what the fuck to say and think about that.
So right now, that movie just came out, the last, right? I think, something like that. Something that has to do with The Conjuring. It's the last case that the Warrens had, basically.
Yeah.
Um, so right now they're opening the house for the public of people who do like paranormal content.
Okay.
Honestly, if they would have asked us, I would have been like, nope, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of mad in a sense that we didn't get like contacted for it, but in another sense, I'm kind of like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because would you do it?
I would, depending if like I knew what I was already getting myself into. If it was like a random like, hey, I did this, I wouldn't say slap you in the face.
Because the whole package deal thing was like you do an investigation at the house, then you stay at the house, you go to dinner inside the house, and then at the end of that, you get to take a picture with Annabelle.
Oh boy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You already know that I don't fuck with dolls, and you don't fuck with porcelain dolls. So.
Exactly. It's like, but fun. I mean, I guess that's one way to build your revenue, but at the same time, Jesus Christ, bro.
And a lighter note, I've told you this one. PETA has called
Oh
out
yeah.
Nintendo for removing the ring in the cow's nose in Mario Kart World, the new Mario Kart game that came out for Switch 2. The brass ring in cow's nose gloss over real world violence and cruelty to animals. Leave the rings to Sonic and let the cows breathe free.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna talk shit about that one because look, coming from me, I'm a ranch boy. Yo soy del pinche Diego Paz y el otro pinche rancho en Zaragoza, o en México, cálmense. But those rings are there for farmers to control bulls, especially during shows or in situations where their strength or temperament pose a safety risk or prevent from suckling on other cows, helping with weaning. You know, it is a reason why that is there. PETA, you don't know your fucking shit. You guys act like you know your animals. No, you fucking don't. Shut the fuck up and go suck a fucking gooey duck, you assholes. Literally choke on it.
I knew the part about they do it to bulls to calm them down. I didn't know about the suckling.
Yeah, it's for that. That's the main reason why a lot of those cows, like either cows or bulls, have that. That's why I was like, dude, that's so dumb.
A flight was canceled after a female passenger destroys the bathroom with biohazard diarrhea.
It's funny you say that because I saw that yesterday on my Facebook page. No lie. And it wasn't on mine. It was the page for Random Banter. So random page just showed it there, and I'm like, I actually thought it was fake, but no, I looked into it like, no, yeah, that's legit.
And they knew in your head that Robbie's probably going to talk about this.
No, in my head I was like, please, I hope you had that. But okay, I literally saved it. But good to know you saw it. Oh my god, that was perfect. Because I was literally thinking in my head like, oh my god, this would be a perfect one if I send it to Robbie. Oh my god.
There was a shooting at the Target.
You think they hit the target?
In Austin. What?
Do you think they hit the target? Oh my god, I'm horrible.
3 people were killed in a shooting at a Target store in Austin, Texas on Monday, and the suspected gunman is now in custody. Police say that the 32-year-old suspect shot the victim in the store's parking lot before fleeing in a stolen vehicle, which he later crashed.
Bro.
He then took another car from a dealership and was eventually found in South Austin, where officers used a taser to detain him. Authorities say he has a history of mental health issues and prior arrests in emergency detention holds. That still doesn't give you the... That's no excuse.
Yeah, really.
Officials have not yet determined what led to the shooting, and investigators are reviewing the surveillance footage. Target employees evacuated shoppers through the back of the store. 2 victims died at the scene, and a third died at the hospital, while a 4th person was treated for unrelated injuries. Police have not released the suspect's name, describing him only as a white man, possibly wearing khaki shorts and a Hawaiian floral.
That's every white man.
Right?
That's every white man. No offense to you guys, pero realmente son todos ustedes. Dude, I work guayabas, but I'm like, fuck, dude.
Okay, and our last one, kind of juicy. Man booked after allegedly killing his son, injuring 2 others in West Side shooting.
What?
A man accused of fatally shooting his son, injuring 2 others, was booked in the Bexar County Jail on charges of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
The fuck?
Court records show the shooting happened around 10:50 p.m. Sunday at an apartment complex in the 300 block of Altitude Street near Loop 410, Highway 90.
I know exactly where that's at.
Mm-hmm. The San Antonio Police Department said Lopez shot his 3 family members in the head inside of one of the apartments. All 3 were taken to a hospital in critical condition. SAPD said Lopez's 22-year-old son died at the hospital on Tuesday. The Bexar County Medical Examiner Office identified the son as Jose Rivera.
God damn. That's fucked up.
I never found a motive or anything for that.
Damn, that sucks.
I did see that something about that he had been deported by ICE like 3 times or something like that and still ended up in the U.S.
Okay, so it is.
But the reason why there was no like motive or anything for him shooting his.
Yeah, it just nomás ya le valió madre. That's fucked up, dude.
And that wasn't the news.
That was all the news.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can see why you hyped that up, that's for sure.
So this time, we do not have a listener story.
Yeah.
But I do. Well, technically we do. So I'll like insert it.
Okay.
Because I've had this one since me and Josiah started it.
Oh,
but
okay.
I never like
put it up.
I never figured a way to do it like properly, like we have now.
Oh, okay. So like you had it as a backup for whenever you finally figure out, hey, how can I add this? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Shout out to our boy Josiah, who's doing great. By the way, I've seen him last time.
I'm good. I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
No, pues I had a crazy dream, man. I was so I'm going through a financial thing, man. I got in some money here and there, but I still struggling, you know. Like my chicks got a job, and I had a job, but my car fucked up, and so I was they fired me from the other job I had, so I couldn't show up, and I recently just got a new car, pero yeah, man, I was struggling, man. The shit kept piling up and stuff, and I was just going crazy, man, just thinking about how the fuck to make money. Pawn this, pawn that, and like I didn't want to be asking for people for money anymore and shit, and well, anyways, like I went to bed, man. It was probably like 11 or 12, and my kid was still up, and my wife too. They were in the living room, and ¿cómo se llama? Pues I was just in bed and stuff, and all of a sudden I just looked up and I saw my little girl, and I was like, what? And so I turned the lamp on. I thought it was her, like in front of me, because she does that. But now when I turned the light on, and there was nobody in the room. Like I went to the living room, everybody was there. Kid was playing. My oldest was in her room, and my wife was on her phone. So I just came to bed, man. And as I was laying in bed, and I passed out eventually. And then in my dream, I woke up, but it was so real, man. Like I woke up and like I heard people still in the living room and shit. Like I felt like I had woken up, and I sat down in the living room, and I just sat down. My little one was next to me. She looked at me and she was like, "You going through it again, huh?" I was like, yeah. And I kept looking at her like, what the fuck? Like, she talks, but she don't talk much. Not like that. She was like, wow. She was like, I know. I've seen you. I've heard you. I was like, oh shit, okay. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't say shit. I always keep it to myself and shit. Like, nobody needs to know my problems. She was like, I can help you. You can help me. And then I would look at her and, like, I didn't recognize her, but, I thought it was my kid and shit. And she was like, yeah, I can help you. Like, But we're gonna have to trade. I was like, trade? It was like, yeah. So you're not even gonna miss what I'm gonna ask from you. I was like, all right, like what the fuck, like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, well, what do you need? And I was like, man, my lucky number's 500, man. Like I just need $500 to get out of some shit, and I'll be good for next month. So I was like, okay, cause you want to make a deal? I can get you 500, easy. I was like, okay. I was like, but when I was gonna do that, bro, like I was gonna, like shake her hand or whatever. I kept looking. I was like, nah, like you're not my kid. Like who are you? It's like you know me for a while. I was like, nah, I don't know you. Like what the fuck? And then boom, I woke up, bro. And then my chick was like, what's up? What's going on? I was like, I don't know. Like I was dreaming this and that. She was like, fuck that. Like she was like, don't be making deals with anything. Like even in your sleep, like that's when you're mostly like you're like weak. Like you can't think straight or anything. Like chill out. Don't be doing that. Like we're going through some shit. But I was like, oh fuck. Like, but I woke up just in time, bro. Like I was about to do it. Like I was like, fuck it. Like I was like, I need that money. I need that money to get out of this shit. And but yeah, bro, it was so fucking real. Like something hurt me. Like I was like, fuck, man, I need this money and this and that. And something else hurt me. I don't know what it was.
Like I said, I have so much shit.
Oh yeah.
So, have you ever heard of the Curse of the Power Rangers show?
I remember hearing about it, but not much about it anymore.
And I could keep going on to it because I recently found another video about shit. So maybe next week we'll go into it again.
All right.
So sadly, several talented actors have passed away at relatively young ages. Trang, the original Yellow Ranger, tragically lost her life in a car accident. Jason David Frank, who did Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, White Ranger, and he did the Red Ranger and a Black Ranger as well. Yeah. He took his life. Pua Magisiv, who played the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Ninja Storm, they both committed suicide.
Oh, okay.
So him and Tom. And Jason.
Yeah.
Eric Frank, Jason David Frank's brother, and fellow actor in the show, also took their own life.
God damn.
Other notable deaths include Richard Ganelli, who played Ernie, who passed away from a heart attack at the age of 47. Robert L. Manahan, the voice actor behind Zordon, who suffered a heart aneurysm at the age of 43.
God damn.
Now let's go into like the legal troubles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Austin St. John, Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger, while the initial shock of his arrest for wire fraud in 2022 made headlines, he is worth noting the details. He was one of 18 individuals indicted in a scheme to defraud the government's paycheck protection program. He pleaded guilty in 2023 and received a sentence of 20 years of probation and was ordered to pay restitution. This incident, while serious, differs from the more violent crimes associated with others. I never knew that. The only thing I ever knew about him is he was in gay porn.
Yeah, that's the only thing I knew about too. And he was always like in a lot of conventions too. That's the only thing I know about.
Ricardo Medina Jr., Cole Evans, the Red Ranger from Wild Force. His case is one of the most tragic and shocking. He was initially arrested and then released, but the case was reopened, and he ultimately pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in 2017. He had stabbed his roommate with a sword after an argument. Skylar DeLeon, a minor role in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. His case is particularly notorious and often cited as the darkest example of the curse. De Leon was a former child actor who later became a convicted murderer. He was sentenced to death for the 2004 murder of a couple he had met on a yacht and for a prior murder.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. You only get all this messed up shit with Saban. Right.
Exploitative contracts. The original cast struggled for fair pay and working conditions is a well-documented part of the show history. They were a non-union actor at the time and were paid for less than what was standard for a successful TV show. Lack of post-show support. The franchise churns through actors for new seasons, leaving many young people with a sudden burst of fame and a little or no career security. The difficulty of being typecast as a Power Ranger can make it hard to find other work.
Yeah.
Personal struggles. Like any large group of people, the cast has a wide range of personal lives and mental health struggles. The fame, financial instability, and personal pressure can hold on. Exacerbate?
Exacerbate?
Yeah, these issues. For example, David Yost, the Blue Ranger, he was bullied on set because he was gay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they didn't want him on set because most of the Power Rangers were men.
Yeah.
Him too, he was battling with AIDS. But that's a powerful example of the mental health toll that the job took on some actors.
Yeah.
And that's it for now. That's it for the Power Rangers for now, because there's way more shit.
Yeah, I know it's like a huge iceberg. Like, there's a lot of things there's an iceberg for.
So much shit for Zeo Rangers.
Yeah.
There's so much shit for Time Force. What else? My favorite one of all time, Dino Thunder. There's something for that, and I fucking hate it. Because if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have watched it.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit, trust me.
Here's one thing you probably don't. Is Garth Brooks really a serial killer?
Is he?
So the theory that Garth Brooks is a serial killer was made as a popular meme from the show Your Mom's House.
Yeah.
The podcast show. It's with Tom Segura and Christina. They made it was like a fan fiction of like Garth Brooks having like a darker side.
Yeah.
They jokingly speculated about his intense demeanor and lack of clear explanation for his alter ego, Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
So Chris Gaines was like this character, like let's say, so Garth Brooks is strictly country. And he made this character who was kind of like emo-ish and like heavy metal-ish.
Yeah.
The Chris Gaines part of the story, however, is real. In 1999, Garth Brooks created a fictional rock star alter ego named Chris Gaines. The plan was to release an album of Gaines' greatest hits as a pre-soundtrack for a movie called The Lamb, in which Brooks would star as a character. The album, Garth Brooks in the Life of Chris Gaines, featured Brooks in an emo-like persona with spiky haircut and a soul patch. Included rock and pop songs that were a significant departure from his country music style. That the movie was never made. But the album and the Chris Gaines persona became a bizarre and widely discussion for music history. Fully committed to this character appearing as a musical guest on Saturday Night Live in character as Gaines while hosting the show as himself. There was this one interview where saying, like, they gave him like a like would you rather type thing, right?
Yeah.
And one of them was, would you rather, I don't know what he said, like, let's say like go skydiving or kill a person, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I think it would be a lot funner to kill a person, just to see them like react and like running for their lives and like begging for their lives and not being killed or whatever. And he said, he'd rather kill someone. While the album had some success, it was a commercial disappointment compared to Brooks' previous work, and many fans and critics were confused by the project. But here's where the whole thing like became
more
like,
than a meme.
Yeah, more than a meme. Every single city that Garth Brooks would play at, there was a missing case, like a missing persons case, or a homicide case that happened there. There was no actual list, but a fan of Tom Segura's podcast made their own list.
Yeah.
So they went on this like whole ass rabbit hole of going from city to city to city to city, and each place that Garth Brooks either sold out a show or played at, there was a case there.
The fuck? Okay.
So going down that rabbit hole of finding all this shit, could it be like a ritual?
Yeah.
Just to stay famous?
Probably. It's like the Illuminati type of shit.
Prior to that, he's also on an ongoing case with this woman that he was in relations with. But she came out and said that he did some fucked up shit to her, like almost like life-threatening shit to her.
Oh, okay.
Like he was like torturing her and like beating the shit out of her. Like,
God damn, okay.
Like he would like grape her and shit like that. So it could be real, but I'm not saying it's real. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, and that's one thing I need to add for people. Whenever it comes to conspiracy theories, please take them with a grain of salt or a humongous fucking handful of salt, bro. Okay, they may sound compelling as fuck, but until it is either confirmed thoroughly by whoever it's based upon or whatever conspiracy theory was made for it, please don't believe it as true fiction, pendejo, as truth, because it's a rabbit hole for a reason. Because you may never know what's truth and what's lie or what's been made to follow someone's narrative. Just be very careful. But they're always fun to read, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're really fun to read. My dumbass, I believe in everything.
Exactly.
You could say like Bugs Bunny was made for like
Chinese propaganda.
Yeah, something like that, propaganda, and I'd be like, oh shit, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
But I did mention before that we are Mr. 210.
Yeah, Mr. 210.
We're
Mr. Worldwide.
We're Mr. Worldwide now. So with that being said, I did make some. I had Erica. Remember Erica?
Yes, of course.
Our lovely assistant.
Speaking of which, how is she? We'll talk about that later.
She researched some stuff for me. So I gave her a list. I basically told her I already looked up Jamaica, but give me like all this other shit. So she looked up like the UK and like Ukraine and Poland and all this shit. So I have a lot of them. I'm not gonna say all of them. I'll maybe save some for next time. But here's some of them.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Erica.
We love you. You ever heard of Anansi the spider?
Yeah.
Well, you probably heard of it because it was in a children's book.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a real thing. I didn't know that. It's not like a frightening cryptid or anything, but
Where's that Cybertruck? Sorry, scroll brain. That was a random banter moment. Straight up with how like we'll be serious and all of a sudden scroll brain. I'm like, whoop, that was a random banter version of me coming out. My bad. Hey, let's continue.
She was a Jamaican folklore known as Master Trickster. Her characteristics are a spider who is using cunning and intelligence to outwit bigger, more powerful animals and people. Her tail is just, it's used to teach children about wit, perseverance, and cleverness of the underdog. The stories often have a moral lesson about greed and dishonesty. When I saw the spider, you know what a wolf spider is?
Yes.
That's basically her.
Oh, okay.
But she lived inside of that, what was it, cantaloupe, right?
Yeah.
So another Jamaican folklore, the Black Heart Man. He's technically like a boogeyman. He's a boogeyman tale to use to scare children into behaving. The Black Heart Man is said to travel around looking for children to kidnap and steal their hearts.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. There's this one, Mami Wata. A water spirit or a mermaid-like figure, often described as a beautiful woman with a snake-like tail. She can bring both good fortune and disaster, and is believed to lure man into the water. I just like her name, Mami Wata.
Yeah.
This one, okay, so with our minds, the minds that we have,
Yeah.
we have a very inappropriate mind sometimes.
Understatement for mine. I ain't no fucking saint. I am saying that right now.
The three-footed horse. Another form of a male violent duppy, often a terrifying horse with a missing hoof that can be heard approaching in the night. Oh, by the way, a duppy is like they're like ghosts, like demons that are in like Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So here, let's see. I'm gonna give you a color and you tell me which one you want.
Fucking purple.
You want purple?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it is my favorite color, so yeah. Might as well go with it.
Polish folklore.
Hell yeah.
The Black Volga.
I think I've heard of that one.
Huh?
Think I've heard of that one.
The legend has it that in the 1960s and 70s, a black limo roamed the streets of Warsaw. The car was a Volga, typical of the communist elite. Its wheel rims were white and its windows adorned with white curtains. It is said to have been driven by a priest or nun. Some say even the devil himself. The driver would stop passerby to ask for directions for the time, and then snatch the person. Their main prey was children. Inside the car, there was a blood transfusion station, and the victim's blood would be taken to cure rich leukemia patients. This urban tale has Soviet origins and is known as far as Mongolia. It's crazy.
For real.
So another one is Rokita and Barota. Probably not pronounced that way, but it's because I'm Hispanic.
Say.
According to the legend, Rokita was a generous villain who lived with other bandits on Chim Mountain. He would rob rich merchants and hand over the spoils to the villagers. Baruda, on the other hand, inhabited the cellar of, I'm going to butcher this, Lexieka Castle in central Poland. He was a tall nobleman with a thick black mustache. He wore a long overcoat to hide his tail, and a hat to cover his horns. His black eyes revealed his demonic soul. Each pole tells a different story about him. According to some, he was an evil and mischievous. According to others, he was good. For all intents and purposes, Rokita and Boruta were drinking buddies. One night they were enjoying a merry evening in an inn in Lotz when the barman refused to sell another pint. Rokita paid but turned the coins into burning chips. The owner was duly paid and he couldn't take his earnings. Okay.
Nice.
That's it for me.
That's it for you? Well, since we're coming back to me, you guys know what time it is. Gotta air out that laundry. So, come and join me. In the shadowy corners of the night, when the stories get too real, the chills crawl up your spine, and your eyelids get heavy, there's only one thing keeping Los Pimientos Fantasmal awake through the madness, and that's W Energy. W isn't your average energy drink. No jitters, no crash, just pure focus and clean energy, perfect for staying alert while reading creepy tales, hunting for urban legends, or making sure the scratching sound really is just a win. We're talking flavors so good, they're practically supernatural. Peach and peach, galaxy grenade, and my personal favorite, so tasty it's almost suspicious. And hey, unlike some haunted potions, W sugar-free, packed with vitamins, and won't leave you cursed with a crash. So if you want to survive the night with us, head to www.w.gg and use code CHILIPEPPERS at checkout and save yourself 10% before something else finds you first. W Energy. Fuel your focus. Feed your fright. And with that, let me go into some stories, guys. I have a lot more for y'all. So, this one goes close to home. Though I'm not from Veracruz, this is for our Hispanics or Mexicanos. This is the legend of the Tlacocan, fucking voice. Tlalocan Walker, there we go. In the misty highlands of Veracruz, where the jungle presses close and rivers carve deep, scars into the earth, there is a legend whispered by elders and feared by children. It said that long before the Spanish came, before even the Olmecs raised their stone heads, there lived a man who was both a priest and a sorcerer. His name is forgotten, but people call him El Alocan Walker, the one who walks between the world of living and the drowned. Long ago, he was a Noal, a sheep shifter priest, who could call the rains and speak with the spirits of the river. His people worship Tlaloc, the god of storms, and the Noals were his most loyal servant. But power breeds hunger. The Noal began to demand more sacrifices than the people could bear. First maize, then animals, then children, then the village begged Tlaloc to stop him, but the god remained silent. One year, when the flood destroys the harvest and famine spread, the villagers rose up. They bound the Noal in heavy chains, dragged him to the river, and drowned him beneath the current. But his soul did not rest. Instead, Tlaloc cursed him, half reward, half punishment. He would never die, never rest, but forever walk between land and water, collecting the drowned and dragging them into Tlalocan, the watery underworld. Not to be confused with Xibalba. The first to see him was fishermen. They swore they saw a man with the face of a jaguar rise from the river at night, chains clinging as he walked through the mud. His skin was pale and swollen like a corpse, his hair long and dripping, woven with river reeds. His eyes glowed like burning copal. He would call out in voices that weren't his own. Sometimes it was a cry of a lost child, other times the laughter of a dead friend. And if you answered, if you ever stepped near the water, he would seize you with claws so sharp as obsidian and drag you under. The villagers began to leave offerings by the river. Corn, luque, cocoa, sometimes even small animals. They hoped to appease him, to keep him from calling their names during storms. But still, people vanished. Many years later, a young woman named Marisol lost her brother to the swollen river during a storm. His body was never found. Every night she placed food and candles by the water, whispering prayers so his spirit would not be lost. One stormy night, thunder cracked the sky and the river rose like a black serpent as the winds howled. Marisol heard her brother's voice outside her hut. Marisol, hermana, open the door. It's me. Her heart ached. Against her better senses, she opened the door. There, half submerged in floodwater, stood Tlalocan Walker. His jaguar mouth grinned wide, his bloated body dripping. His eyes glowed, but the voice was still her brother's. Come with me, sister. I'm so cold, so alone. Marisol stepped forward, drawn like a moth to a flame. But before she could cross the threshold, her grandmother slammed the door shut. The old woman placed an obsidian blade in her hand and whispered an ancient prayer. When they opened the door again, the walker was gone, but claw marks, deep as if cut by stone, scarred the wood. That night, Marisol dreamed of her brother chained beneath the river, his eyes glowing with the same cursed fire. She knew then that the walker had taken him, not his body, but his soul. Today, to this day, villagers warn, when the storm comes, stay away from the river. If you hear your name whispered in the rain, never answer. And if you see a man with chains dragging through the mud, eyes burning like coals, pray to the gods, and shut your doors. Some say he is the Tolak's internal servant, gathering the drowned for the underworld. Others say he is punishment, proof that a sorcerer's greed can twist into eternal damnation. But all agree that the Tlalocan Walker still roams the rivers with storm's rage, calling in the voices of the dead. And if you're foolish enough to listen, you too will be dragged below.
Wow.
Yeah. Now then, you should remember this story because it's the one I read on the last episode. So I'm going to read only 2 parts because I have 4 parts. So
Okay.
watch, I might just read 1 because it is long. This one's called the Hush Signal. First time the Kovlenko picked up the signal. The crew thought it was an equipment glitch, just a low, stirring hum hidden under the static of deep space comm bands. By the second time, the hum had sharpened to something almost deliberate. Dr. Elora Voss, the neurologist interested in it, was structured. 3 pulses, he paused. Then a long, trembling note. Repeating every 13 seconds, it was a distress call. It wasn't anything they could translate, but the signal came from inside an uncharted asteroid cluster, so Captain Ivers authorized a detour. When they found the source, it wasn't a ship, it was a station. Half buried in rock and dust. The thing jutted like black bone from the asteroid's surface. Its hull bore no human insignia, no windows, only narrow vents, exhaling faint heat. Docking protocols failed, the station didn't respond to hails, so they went in manually. Inside the station, the airlocks hissed, opened into silence. Not the dead silence of a powered-down craft. This was thicker, heavier, like a blanket pressed over the ears. Their boots made no echo. Light flickered weakly along the ceiling, casting everything in a jaundiced glow. They found no crew, no bodies, just wall covered in patterns. Thousands of fine, hair-thin grooves, spiraling and branching, carved deep into the metal. Elara ran her fingers along one and hissed, yanking her hand back. The grooves were warm. They kept going deeper. The corridor curved into impossible ways, like the station's internal layout ignored the laws of geometry. More than once, the team returned to the same junction. They swore they never passed before. Engineer Merrick went missing between bulkheads. He was at the back of the line, muttering about interference on his scanners and gone. No sound, no trace on comms. Just gone. When they doubled back, the walls where he'd been standing now had fresh grooves. The pattern twitching faintly under the light as if it had been carved seconds ago. Elara swore she saw the lines pulse, almost like veins. The deeper they went, the louder the hum grew. It wasn't coming from machinery, it was coming from everywhere. The walls, the floor, the air itself. And inside the hum was something else. Faint clicking, like teeth chattering together. In the command chamber, if that's what it was, the walls were completely smooth. Save for a single seam that ran down the center, the hum was deafening here. Elara approached it and whispered under her breath about linguistic recursion and self-writing language. The scenes opened. When stepped through, it wasn't a creature in recognizable form. It was a column of shifting black plates, folding and unfolding in fractional patterns. Each movement scraped the air like claws on glass. The hum rose into a shriek, and the grooves in the walls surged towards them like living scripts. Captain Ivers ordered a retreat, but the station was changing. Corridors shortened or lengthened at random. Doors they entered through no longer existed. One crewman's helmet feed showed his body being rewritten from the feet up, his legs dissolving into lines of motion, absorbed into the wall without a drop of blood. Only Lara and Ivers made it back to the airlock. As the hatch sealed, the captain demanded to cut the ship loose from the asteroid. Lara didn't move. She stood very still, head tilted, lips moving silently. Tom had followed them aboard, vibrating faintly in the Kovlenko's walls. She looked at the captain and smiled in a way that wasn't hers. "It's still speaking," she whispered. "And now I understand." And that's part one of the hush signal. I got three more parts, but that's for a later day. But yeah, let's see what happens to Captain Ivers and Alara next time. Alrighty, I think that was good.
It was a good ass episode.
Yeah, it's interesting again having to record in my car. So I guess with this moment, I can freaking say we can end it off while we're driving. In fact,
Honestly, you like it better in the car.
honestly, yeah, right. It's just more chill. We can just do it in the car.
Okay, so, I forgot how the fuck I end it sometimes.
Just wing it, like how the fuck is this the thing you said? Hey, just wing it. That's what I do. But yeah, thank you for listening, Chili Peppers. You can always follow us on our social medias, Linktree in description, and or anywhere our Linktree is available for us. You can follow us at Los Pimentos Fantasmal podcast here on Spotify, Apple Podcast. I'll let you go if you remember all of them.
iHeartRadio, Podbean. We now do have YouTube music. So if you do listen to your music on YouTube, you can now listen to our podcast.
That's what I do because I love YouTube music.
If you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, now all of our podcast episodes go directly to our YouTube channel. So since we're not directly making YouTube videos, I mean, you can listen to our podcast and you can also comment there. You can also interact. We've already had somebody interact and we thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Comment.
Shout out for you on that one. Because for all you don't know, like my handles, have you all seen it? If you follow us and go through our Instagram or Discord, my handle is always Shinzo Konoe. So whenever you see someone like Shinzo98, that is me. So yes, that's Jackie right there. Commenting to you guys. I actually am a real person, not AI, I think.
Yeah, I'll probably comment as the YouTube channel. I don't have a normal one.
Yeah, I only had a normal one. I never really made another.
If you didn't say Amazon Music, we still have that.
Yeah.
You can also follow our Instagram. You can follow our TikTok. If you get us to 50 followers, we can go live and you can see our pretty faces on TikTok. We can finally do live podcast episodes.
Yeah, we can do it here in the car and you guys get to see my interior.
Yes. You can join our Discord. Become a guest. Give us suggestions. Give us stories. You can join our Patreon. Right now it's $3 a month.
Yeah.
If you like Jackie's stories, you can hear them before they even happen on the episodes.
Yeah, because I have a lot of stories and not all of them are on episodes. Some of them are just specifically Patreon. Like for the last episode, I decided to actually read a Patreon episode on air. So yeah, if you want to hear that before anything else, definitely subscribe to the Patreon. It's only $3 a month. And that greatly supports us directly to help us out for anything that happens.
Like merch, stickers, business cards.
Maybe replacement mics, because like what happened last time.
Or you can help us replace Jackie's phone.
No, I can do that. But yeah, if you do that, I will definitely make sure to get merch faster for you guys. If you do that, thank you on that one. But yeah.
You can, like we said in the beginning, with the stories and stuff. And I made this little thing. Here, I want to read it real quick.
Go for it.
Do you have a paranormal story, a weird encounter, or an experience with spiritual warfare that you'd like to share? We're looking for a personal account of the strange and supernatural. Your story could be anything from a ghostly sighting in your home to an inexplainable event that can't be rationalized.
Yeah. So that way it can be something really random. Like, literally, honestly, it could be something very random that you don't know, or it could be possibly explained no matter what. But, I mean, if you want us to read it, we'll gladly read it. So, yeah, it's just not only it's directed to spooky, it's the unexplained. It could be like, why the fuck my fucking dildo flew all across the room? Why the fuck? Or why is my dog fucking floating and shitting out rainbows? I don't know. We will gladly read them out to you guys. Or again, as we said it, you can send them in through the email, Discord, or hit us up on our personal Instagrams, or even in TikTok, or any of our socials. Hit us up. Let me know if you send the stories. Let us know if you want me to read it, or you can send an audio clip, and Robbie will put it in the episode.
The email is lospicososfantasma1@gmail.
Yeah. If you don't know how to spell that, they will be in the description, and it will be randomly posted by Robbie. I forgot to post it myself when he did that, so that's on me.
Also, any paranormal investigators or like paranormal people that do just like the stories and stuff like that, hit us up, please. I already tried. Apparently, our podcast isn't good enough for it. So
yeah, or at least don't be mean about it. Not saying that it hurt my feelings, but it's like, come on, guys, we're just trying to spread the word, have fun. Don't be dicks about it.
But with that being said, stay spicy, y'all.
And Dracula, get off my cock.
And Cora too.
Oh yeah, and Cora too.